Operation Dudula, the Soweto Network, and the Black Entrepreneurs Alliance will host the Johannesburg Dialogue in Soweto today. SABC News reporter Calvin Dludla is in Soweto and joins us now for a live update. Calvin, good afternoon. What's on the agenda? I mean, you hear Operation Dudula, usually it's activity on the ground, marching and raising issues of migration. But this is a dialogue. How does it differ, or how does it advance the aims and objectives of Operation Dudula?
Good afternoon to you, Tulas, and to our SABC viewers at home. You know, when I was assigned to this story, Tulas, when I saw the name Dudula, I also thought that, oh, well, tomorrow it will be a very difficult day for me as a journalist. But when I engaged most of the stakeholders, they told me that, no, Calvin, don't worry, we are not marching, we are not going to complain or knocking on on some of government officials or any institution. But today they are meeting under one roof here in Orlando West in Soweto. That is where different stakeholders are meeting to discuss challenges, Thulasizwe, or social ills that are taking place in Soweto and around. So now, as you can see behind me, the dialogue is underway and they are tackling different issues. I'm talking about poverty, I'm talking about unemployment, I'm talking about high rate of crime. But let me introduce Mr. Pegani Tusim, who's a National Executive Committee member of Operation Dudula. Mr. Tusi, thank you very much for your time. I can see the dialogue is underway. The aim of the dialogue thereof.
Morning. The aim of the dialogue is to get a public view as to say, how do we move forward from where we are? Because currently we discover that we are stuck as a nation. So we want to gather all the information from all the different stakeholders to say, let's come together and find a common goal to say, let's move forward. How do we move forward?
What is in your agenda for the day?
Our agenda, obviously, is the issue of the land, because we need to be honest, this land does not benefit South Africans in particular. In fact, we are just spectators in our own economy. So if we can be able to have a policy framework that will speak to the land to say, how do South Africans benefit in the issue of the land, so that you can be able to have an economic emancipation.
You are known mostly as my colleague Tulas was saying that when you mention Operation Dudula, one would think that, today is going to be hectic today, but you are sitting here engaging with communities. What's different from what you normally do?
There's nothing different. In fact, what we are always doing, we are prioritizing the constitution of the land. Even here, we are gathering all the people to say, let's be practically participating in the policy framework or in the constitution of the land. So, in fact, everything that we are doing is pertaining to the constitution, so there's nothing extraordinary.
Okay, what are they saying, those who you have invited? What are they saying when you talk to them?
In fact, they are very much positive. It's just that we wish that, unfortunately, we are running on the low budget, but we wish that this type of dialogue should cut across the whole nation, so that we can be able to influence the entire nation as to say, where do we move from where we are.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Before I wrap, I have to also introduce one female who will be able to talk to us. My sister, thank you very much for your time. I see you as coming from Soweto Network, Alert. Thank you very much for your time. The reason why I'm engaging you, it's because I see that there are also women who are who are here, and we are representing them. Now, let's talk about issues now that are facing women, especially when it comes to gender-based violence and other issues here. So now you are here as a female. Why are you here?
Okay, we are here to represent the women that we are facing a lot as women. We are being terrorized, we are being raped, we are being kidnapped. We are sort of a pawn of a men that are desperate to maintain their ego and frustrations. Now that we are here, we want the parliament and the government to hear our voices, that it's enough. Can they please hand out the law? The law must stretch its hand when it comes to punishment and taking these people into. There must be no bail when it comes to such. These people must not stay here. And most of all, the problem that we are facing is that the people that the perpetrators perpetrators that are raping us, kidnapping the kids and everything, they're getting away with this because they don't have fingerprints for all. First of all, they don't have fingerprints and they mostly get away with murder and everything. So you just want them to take all these illegal foreigners, to take them back home. There mustn't be this constitution. And another thing, the constitution has to be amended because these people feel like they have a right to be here. Hence the constitution says everyone that is South Africa has a right to stay here.
Now I hear you are talking about those government entities. Maybe you are also including a Justice Department. But did you invite them to come and be part of this?
No, the only thing that we did, we've only called the South African Sowetans, the political parties and the NPOs and NGOs so that they can come here now so we can participate and have one voice so that when we submit, we know that what we are going to submit. We are going to submit one voice.
One would say those perpetrators that you are talking about are around Soweto. Some of them might be in Zola, some of them might be in Orlando, some of them are in Dludla and around. What are you doing now to deal with them directly?
Right now, the only thing we just want them, when it comes to foreigners that are perpetrators, we just want them to be sentenced at their own countries. And our people, they must be sentenced, there must be no bail with them. What we're trying to prevent the mob justice and everything. So now, the only thing that we're going to do now, we're going to voice out that whoever the perpetrator that will be handed over to the police station must not be released under any circumstances.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Dludla says you could hear some of the participants or stakeholders in this dialogue expressing themselves as to why they decided to come here. The gentleman from Operation Dudula says that I spoke to earlier did mention that some of the issues that they want to address here is the issue of land. And the lady that I just spoke to now is telling us, Dludla says that our government, especially the justice cluster, needs to come to the party. They need to make sure that they work hand in hand with them so that they can be able to curb some of the criminal activities that are taking place, especially gender-based related issues. He's saying that those foreigners who are committing a crime here, especially illegal foreigners, they need to pack their bags and go back to their original home of origin. And then he's saying that those who are South Africans, Dludla, they need to be sentenced and they should not get bail. Soweto is a very big township. It's one of the biggest townships in South Africa. Dludla, thousands and thousands of people who are staying here. Most of them, Dludla, I can tell you, are unemployed. There's a high rate of crime in most parts of Soweto. Most people are not working. There's a high rate of drug abuse around this place. So now this dialogue is to discuss or try to tackle some of the social ills, Dludla, that most of the people here are facing. The dialogue, Dludla, is underway, but for now, back to you in studio.
Calvin, thank you for that. That's Calvin Dludla live for us from Soweto, where the organizations including Operation Dudula, the Soweto Network and the Black Entrepreneurs Alliance are hosting that dialogue. An interesting variation of tactics, or is it enhancement of the message of these organizations in as far as the issues that they are championing and agitating about are concerned?